Good morning, anglers, and it's Jim from Match the Hatch Fishing. I am here on the Gunpowder. It is the second Sunday in April. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's about 50 now, going up to 60. Some sun, which is nice. I was here a week ago and put a hook, tight lining, into, I want to say, about 14 or 15 fish and only landed 4. And I put a hook in some 12 and 13 inch fish and fought them and lost them. It was one of those days I recorded it, but just decided not to post it. I was too embarrassed. I'm back in the same section today, and I'm doing things a little bit differently with my tight lining approach. So I have a brand new stick. It's a 10-foot Hardy ultralight. It's a 4-weight, and I'm really excited about this. I picked up this reel here at the fly show in Lancaster. I can't even remember who made it. It was $150. I lined it myself. I could have put in some more backing, I think, but it's just it's nymphing fly line. And today I've also gone ultralight. I bought a bunch of leaders from the Trout bitten guys, so thank you, Dominic Swentowski. And I'm using a micro leader today. I've got 5X tippet, which I like for the Gunpowder so I don't break off too many flies on rocks. And I'm starting off with my thread Frenchie, this one here. It's about a 16. This is kind of how I start typically on the Gunpowder. And today I have a soft tackle, orange, and I believe this is called Partridge. This may be a 16 too. When I was here a week ago, I had an approach like this sometimes, and it was similar to guys who swing wet flies in that this fly was bit 4 or 5 times. I think I only caught 1 or 2 on it, and came to learn and find out that when you kind of finish the tight lining approach and these flies rise as you leave your rod in the water and your line gets tight, that's when these fish bite, because they think it's an emerging insect that's about to fly away from their grasp. So if I get bites like that today, I'm not going to set the hook. I'm told, and what I've learned is that you just you know, kind of let the fish hook itself and then raise your rod tip. Again, this is an ultralight leader. I've not fished one of these in a long time. I typically make my own, and I like the heavier leader. It seems easier for me to manage, but I knew it was going to be windy today, or a little windier, I should say. And I was so disappointed last week that I lost all those fish. Now my bottom fly, which is clearly in contact with the bottom, is just a 16. There was a ton of that vegetation, that winter vegetation, the Didymo, when I last fished, and it was really a pain in the neck. And I am told it is a winter vegetation, and it dies off. In fact, when I was here last week, I could see gray clumps of it flowing downstream. Oop. I'm sure that I'll have to clean off my flies today. I don't think it's completely gone, but interesting to note that it's winter vegetation and it does go away. So what I need to start doing here is kind of letting this sit at the end of my drift, which you typically don't do when you're tight lining like this. But the reason to let it kind of go through right here is as the flies come up, right about there, that's when guys that swing wet flies will typically get a take. And this year is the first year I am carrying a walking staff all the time. I want to say I got 2 of these for about $35 from Amazon. They're super efficient. Just a couple of hasps here, and it takes 10 seconds to extend it or to put it away. Let's see if we can find a willing participant in this water here. That's not bad drift. All right, let's see if someone's home here. They may opt for a heavier fly below, we'll see. And I'm still in contact. And then this is what I typically don't do if you're tight lining. But as you can see, every one of these riffles, or almost, not just riffles, that whole section there. Last week, every bite I had, every take that I was aware of at least, came out of fast moving water like that. Probably never more than 2 feet deep. And this section of the Gunpowder is just filled with these opportunities. There's one. All right, fish in the basket. He's not a whopper, but we'll take him, won't we? Flies out. He ate the bottom one. Yep, good thing I continue to check my fly. That little piece of vegetation will not work. Gonna ease my way over. Oh, there's a bite. Another little one. Let's see if we can just get him up here. All right, he ate the same fly and he's off without touching him. That counts. Perfect. All right, we're on to something already. I'll take those 2 fish. Again, look at this, thin water. It's deeper right about there. A little depression. Would be a good place for a fish to hang on the edge and look for his or her. There's one. Next meal, like on, I mean, just on cue. All right, he's a tad bigger. Perfect. Didn't have to touch him, that counts. That's 3 in the first, what, 15 minutes. What's underneath there? And there are some bugs. Look at that thing crawling. I don't know what that is. It's right by my index finger here. You can see them. All sorts of worms here too, but look at that one crawling. I wish I knew what it was. I am not an entomologist, but you can just imagine if I pick up one and look at all these little wormy things. Oh, that's a good fish. I was ready to cast upstream and he ate the, I don't know which one he ate. Oh my goodness. Yep, he ate the soft tackle just as he should. That fly came up out of the stream. Hey, fish behave bigger than he is, but I will take him all day long. There has to be more than one fish in here, although I say that all the time. Oh, there he is. Oh, I missed him. There he was. He was right there. I missed him. Yeah, got to be a few in here. Yep. Hoist him right up here. You ate the bottom one. Happy to have you, buddy. These are by no means giant fish, but to be expected. Beautiful. All right, that's 5. Very productive start here. A little stretch here is worth a change. This is another thread Frenchie. It's a bit of a different color. It's more olive and the hackle's lighter. Literally moving backwards just to fish the section closest to me. Right here. I can feel that fly bounce along the bottom. I mean, that's shallow water. And it deepens up right there, and that's a good fish. Right where it deepened up. Oh. Yep. Anything bigger than 8 inches. And I said exactly, I backed off. I said he should be right there. He was. Well, that was probably my first 8 or 9 inch fish. And again, I've got the soft tackle on so I can let it sit at the end. Ah, there he is. All right, all right, all right. They're not giants today, but they are pretty. And hello, Mr. Brownie. Oh, nice fish. Well, typical fish. I'll take him. That's a good fish. Is that a rainbow? Come on, fishy. Oh, I gotta get this one. That is a stocked rainbow. That is the big fish of the day. All 10 or 12 inches. A stocked rainbow. He made it all the way here. All right. Look at you. That's a good fish. Is that a rainbow? Come on, fishy. Oh, I gotta get this one. That is a stocked rainbow. That is the big fish of the day. All 10 or 12 inches. A stocked rainbow. He made it all the way here. All right. Look at you. Ooh. Another fishy. And another brown. Look at you. Mr. Typical Gunpowder Brown. Always pretty. There you go, bud. All right, 14. We'll take them. All right, flies look good. Let's get into that foam over there. That's a good one. And I am putting pressure on these fish. I do not want to lose this thing. That's another stocked rainbow. Go figure. How are these fish? Oh, I'm glad to see him. Big fish of the day. I'll take him. He's a tad bigger than the other one. Ouch. I got a hook in the back of my hand. Where are the flies? Okay, let's get him back in. All right. Oh yeah, I felt him tap. This has got to be another stocked rainbow. Man, 3 stocked rainbows. This is the biggest of the 3. Look at him. There he is. I was just hanging out. And he was there. Well, I'm calling him 17. That was as close to the net as you're gonna get. He came out in the shallow water here and bit this fly. I think he took the bottom one. It has been a productive day here on the Gunpowder. I put 15 fish in my hand or in the net, and if you count 2 that were within a foot of the net, it was probably about 17, and probably missed a half a dozen. All my fish were on thread Frenchies, which is my go-to fly here on the Gunpowder. I showed you those flies. I believe I caught one on a orange, or what is called a partridge, a soft hackle, and this is a really great section. I didn't see another fisherman all day long, and this was a real good deal. Enjoyed my new Hardy ultralight rod here, and I can't remember the name of this reel. I bought it at the show in Lancaster for $150. It worked out just fine. So I hope you learned something here. I did. It was fun to fish, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So anglers, wherever you may fish, this is Jim from Match the Hatch Fishing and Tight Lines.